PNC and PANGU to battle for Kabwum. Ipatas officially joins PNC. And orders of draw main business after nomination close.
This is National EMTV News with Meriba Tulo.
A very good evening. Thank you for joining us for Friday's news. Haring Koreta, a Morobe educationist, nominated on Wednesday under PANGU party support at the Kabwum district office. The nomination comes with strong contention from former judge Don Sawong, who is running under the PNC banner. Meanwhile, the Finchafen Open has seen PANGU party fielding Rainbow Paita to rival PNC's sitting member Theodore Zurenuo.
5 billion kinas I go look at them with public service.
It's a war of words, numbers and displays as PNC and PANGU scramble for support in Morobe. This was at Kabwum on Wednesday, where Basil and O'Neill gave stirring speeches an hour separate from each other, each party exchanging well wishes when passing each other at the Kabwum airstrip and then later at the Nadzab airport. PNC is putting up former judge Don Sawong in a district that has developmental challenges for the last 15 years. Non-existent roads and lack of air transport subsidies are some of them. Prime Minister O'Neill promises the crowd that a government of quality will return.
They promise some simple policy. One plan free education, another plan free health, another plan restoring law and order in the country. Now building infrastructure or some more road, bridge, airport or wharf inside the country.
But Basil disagrees.
So all this black and heavy come up, you mean Morobe, you may get province by me or him, province by me giving big money to the government. That's what government, you know, so I come back now, looks over you me.
O'Neill is adamant that things will improve.
Now you got a missing link where you must connect him, building road, building more wharf, making sure some more man-American or easy government service.
In Finchafen, PANGU is gaining ground with Rainbow Paita. Paita says the first thing he will focus on is road construction. One thing for certain, PNG will see whether two parties will win on policies and promises. Harry Agimbari, National EMTV News, Leh.
Former leader and founder of People's Party, Sir Peter Ipatas, officially handed over his party to the sitting governor of Jiwaka Province, Dr. William Tongap, yesterday. Sir Peter also endorsed Tongap and witnessed his nomination at Kurumul headquarters in Jiwaka Province. Sir Peter was nominated under People's Congress Party on Wednesday.
Sir Peter Ipatas told the people of Jiwaka Province that it was a tough decision to leave his party and join People's Congress Party. He officially announced this yesterday that Dr. William Tongap will lead People's Party while he helps the sitting member for Yalabu Pangia, Peter O'Neill, to form government this year. His main reason to join PNC was to help O'Neill form government.
Party leadership. Young block, vibrant leader block Yimi, governor block Jiwala, na me yet. Also Papa block Highlands. Me by sit down close to long Prime Minister of PNC, long make sure also me block must all in government. Because suppose you mean all in government, blood is something in order to come up long islands the country.
Sir Peter Ipatas said Peter O'Neill has been a true friend of him when O'Neill became the Prime Minister in 2012. O'Neill supported some of his policies, such as the free education policy. Sir Peter said Enga provincial government have always been paying school fees and giving out scholarships to Enga students until O'Neill became the Prime Minister and assisted them. Because of that, Sir Peter made the decision to join PNC.
Because me go to PNC because Prime Minister and me asking me also me senior man Long Highlands. And to give me all in government finish, you start close to me are in plan to talk to you. All the service you like him, me will give him. Now why are you losing me now? So me talk me all right. By me go, that's all you must agree. Also me yet must allow him People's Party long survive. Now me must support him People's Party yet. Na mitla agree on this plan, and now become announce him or same. Governor Blong Jiwaga is the most capable person to lead People's Party, which is a credible party in PNG.
Sir Peter also endorsed Tongap yesterday in Jiwaka and witnessed him paying his nomination fee for Jiwaka Regional. Dr. William Tongap had an emotional rally yesterday at the new Kurumul headquarters of Jiwaka province. He recalled how he took office in 2012 as the governor of the new province of Jiwaka. Tongap recalled having no office, vehicle or staffs to work with. After 3 years in Jiwaka have a new headquarters and all the government offices and services. He is now the party leader for People's Party, a political party which focuses on people first.
Party people, but me members working, principles, policies, party staff. Simple, also meet openness, People's Party and people past time. So people all the time policy from me and by staff backside all people blame me.
Vasinata Yama, National EMTV News, Jiwaka.
United Resource Party leader and sitting member for Hagen Open, William Duma, wants to see locals running businesses in Papua New Guinea. He said this after he was nominated in Mount Hagen for Hagen Open. Duma said his United Resource Party will focus on developing human resource in the country.
Mount Hagen City came to a stop when supporters of William Duma chanted to pay his nomination fee yesterday afternoon. More than 10,000 supporters blocked off the main highway to allow Duma to nominate. After the nomination, Duma told his supporters to behave well and allow a free and fair election. He said he believes in his voters and he has a great chance of winning this election.
But we like one particular comment. $1 and MSM. You must hold in peaceful election. Your team members are supposed to be driving car, walking or riding around, respecting our normal line. Suppose people go too rough, walking past in the line, I'm not reflecting or believe me. Now me one can learn reflecting believe me, so you must walk in campaign in a normal way. Me let the looking man rough.
Duma said the economy is dominated by foreigners. He said United Resource Party would like to change that and see an increase in local participation in terms of allowing locals to run the economy. Duma said if it means for a successful government to empower locals through their policy, then they must do so. The party leader believes in equal participation by citizens of this country. Duma sees that all the parties have the same policies, but said to make one party distinct, there must be a mechanism such as policies to allow equal participation for people with special needs. URP has less than 25 candidates running in the country. Duma said he endorsed a few candidates because the party has screened potential candidates properly before choosing them. Vasinata Yama, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
As of close of nominations Thursday afternoon, a total of 24 candidates have nominated for Abau Open seat in Central Province. Among those who have nominated is sitting member Sir Pukatemo and other notable individuals including Kilroy Genia, Sir Tipo Vuata, Evele Kala, Stephen Mera and Dr. Wari Yamo. Returning officer for Abau, Lawrence Barrow, said the nomination period at the district headquarters, Kupiano, was generally peaceful.
The final day for nomination yesterday saw 11 candidates come forward on the day for the Abau Open seat. Returning officer Lawrence Barrow said a total of 24 candidates nominated by close of nominations at 4 p.m. Abau registered only one female candidate, Judith Paul Lapila, running as an independent.
We have only one female candidate nominated on the second day, and all the others are male candidates here.
Intending candidate and former secretary for the Department of Environment and Conservation, Dr. Wariyamo, was accompanied by supporters from his village Paramana to Kelerakwa. There, he and a smaller number of supporters boarded dinghies and made it across the Masha Lagoon to Kupiano Station. After nominating, he addressed the gathering about his policies as a member of the National Alliance Party.
A lot of our employed, unemployed are living in the village who have graduated from grade 8 to grade 12, even university. No jobs, living in the village. I want to create jobs in the 3 LLGs. And I want to create economic ventures in the 3 LLGs to identify commodities, as I said. And lastly, for the agriculture project areas, let's create special purpose authorities.
The order of draw has been set for Abao, with Box 10 given to independent candidate Gregory Lua Roaveneo and Box 33 given to another independent, Pastor Sifu Eresi Kayulo. Dr. Yamo, Box 14, will be up against sitting MP and People's National Congress faithful, Sepuka Temu, Box 15. Of the 24 total candidates, 13 are independent, while the remaining 11 have been endorsed by political parties. Former MP Kilroy Genia is running as an independent this time around, while businessman Evele Kala is contesting under the Social Democratic Party.
The nomination is going to be completed today. The candidates are going to go out and do their campaign and all that. I just wish them best. But like I said, when the polling time comes, the polling will be done in a transparent way where, it will not support any candidate because, we want the election to be transparent and fair to everybody who will cast their vote. Yeah.
Deli Waigeno, National, EMTV News.
Provincial Returning Officer for NCD Regional, Terence Hetinu, says nominations have been completed on a peaceful note. Hetinu told EMTV News no major hiccups or issues were raised. Also today, candidate box numbers for the Northwest seat and NCD and Central Regional were drawn at the Baroko Electoral Commission office in Port Moresby.
As nominations officially closed yesterday, the Provincial Returning Officer for NCD says campaign will begin after the allocation of box numbers to intending candidates are completed.
I would like to commend the candidates and the supporters that ensured a peaceful nomination period in the city. And it gives me the feeling the entire election process through polling and counting and the final ultimate declaration will be maintained at a very peaceful.
Hetinu also confirmed that 38 candidates are vying for the NCD regional seat, among them 3 women. The 2017 national election will be different with candidate box numbers starting from 10 upwards.
When we do the order of draw for the candidates, we start at the number 10, so that we leave the number 1, 2, and 3 out. So we give the candidate a number 10, rather, the first candidate who is drawn is given a number 10 rather than giving him a number 1, as not to confuse with the LPV 1 to 3 thing that we promote during awareness, the PNC promotes.
For the order of draws today, the NCD regional seat was drawn by NCD Metropolitan Superintendent Ben Turi, while the Hola Station Commander Senior Inspector Ben Kua did the draw for the Northwest seat. According to Election Manager for Central Province, a total of 147 candidates will contest. Among them, 8 women contesting for Rigo, while Abao, Goilala and Kairuku Iri all have 1 female candidate each.
Females will be 14, males 133, a total of 147 candidates will be contesting for the Central Province.
EMTV caught up with Joe Tonde, a candidate who came to witness the order of draw for the Moresby Northwest seat.
Me by no blow stop all the time country having problem. Also, so me come out from a mission work. Na me endorse plan the candidate inside of Papua New Guinea, so plan na vision blow me, na future blow me, and stop on them Papa God.
According to Electoral Commission officers, a report will be compiled for all the order of draws and sent to the office of the Electoral Commissioner to be officially announced. Jack Lapave, Junior National, EMTV News.
Meanwhile, NCD Provincial Returning Officer Terence Hetinu says the confirmed polling venues for the National Capital District are almost finalized. He said the Office of the Electoral Commissioner will officially announce the venues and have it circulated in the city for the public. He said the venue list is 90% complete.
The polling schedule should be gazetted by the Commissioner, and it should become a public information available to the public to know where the polling teams will be, how many polling teams will be posted to the locations within the city.
Candidates are campaigning together to remove sitting Mosby South MP Justin Chechenko. Electoral Commission officers say 17 people indicated to nominate, but only 15 paid their fees. Bethany Harriman with this report.
Campaigning is happening, and intending candidates are banding together to unseat current Mosby South MP Justin Chechenko. Some of them spoke today after drawing their box numbers for campaigning. Daughter of former Prime Minister Sir William Skate is at box 16 and has started her campaigning.
I am the only woman candidate contesting the seat, and I am friends to all, enemies to none. In the coming elections, we are going to all work together, and I pray for the best man or woman to win. For those of you out there, if you're giving your ones to your already nominated candidates, give your 2s and 3s to me. Thank you.
Skate isn't running with the People's National Congress Party, the party her father founded. Instead, she has aligned herself with Ben Michael's People's Progress Party. The Mosby South returning officer Rex Booker says 15 candidates have been nominated.
And almost 17 of them showed interest, but only 15 came and successfully nominated, and the nomination closed yesterday as per 4 p.m. So this morning we just did a draw for the box numbers.
It's not known how many of the candidates have banded together to oust the sitting MP, Justin Chechenko, but EMTV spoke to 4 of them. They all speak the same language: time to remove Justin from Parliament.
And this time around, I've got together with my fellow candidates to get together and take that foreign white man off.
1, 2, 3, Justin, no. Thank you, Empress.
And encourage all of you to say your 1s and 2s to all our simple candidates and put Mosby South electorate in 2017 national general election.
When Justin Chechenko nominated last week, the sheer size of the crowd was astonishing. The crowd would have been intimidating to any intending candidate wanting to challenge him. But that crowd was almost matched by Anna Skate, who nominated yesterday and is ready to contest the Mosby South seat. Anna Skate could change how this election will go, riding on her father's legacy with the backing from Ben Michael's PPP. Bethany Harriman, National EMTV News.
The nomination week that just ended saw a lot of supporters following different candidates. Among these supporters were school-aged children who are under the voting age of 18. A head teacher in the nation's capital wants parents and candidates to be more responsible.
Henau Koregai is the head teacher of Kaugere Primary School in the nation's capital. He is concerned that a lot of underage children are being used for political gain.
I saw a tipper, a blue tipper, almost filled with very small kids, supposed to be in grade 3 or 4, all painted in black. And they were jumping up and down, and I was wondering what the hell are these kids doing? They're supposed to be in school and they are supposed to be at home. And it is risky for kids to be in that type of situation, because if they fall off, then, they might be losing their life. I think they are also inviting them to do some entertainment activities, which is okay, but look at the kids. What are they going to do at the end? They are not going to vote.
He came to the EMTV studios to air his concerns after his school's morning assembly.
Say about 10 to 20% of students have not been in school. And when we are talking about attendance, it's not only the students that have been affected. Teachers also. Maybe some of the teachers are taking part, so my school has been affected by the attendance of teachers also.
In the coming campaign period, he hopes that this does not continue.
My main concern here is to make an appeal to all parents to make sure that their kids are at school rather than being used in campaigns, because they have no use in there. They even will not put 1, 2, 3. And the other thing is the candidates should check the vehicles that they are hiring to make sure that no kids are involved in there. If the electoral commissioner can stop candidates, especially candidates, from allowing kids to be used.
For Kaugere Primary School, Mr. Koregai has appealed to all his students to be in school starting next week, Monday, and this appeal also goes to teachers.
To say that the teachers, please, if you are taking part in this election or in these campaign activities, can you leave that and come to the classrooms to teach? Not only my school, maybe the whole of Papua New Guinea. Those teachers who are involved in campaign activities, you are at the wrong place at the wrong time. Your place is supposed to be in the classroom.
Sarah Aupong, National EMTV News.
You're watching National EMTV News. More on the elections and other news after the break, including the attempted rape of a missionary and National Fisheries Authority gives to the upcoming medical symposium. Stay with us. Welcome back to the news. Today, 29 candidates vying for the Goilala open seat witnessed the draw of the box numbers at Central Province headquarters. Goilala nominations were held in Port Moresby due to poor road conditions leading to Tapini Station.
A total of 29 candidates witnessed their box number being drawn.
First candidate, Loyumi, the number that will go against box 10, John Kia.
The printed names of each candidate were placed in a blank envelope. The draw container was then jumbled and then a central provincial officer drew 5 envelopes each. Meanwhile, the box numbers started at 10, so it would not confuse voters with the 123 LPV system. Returning officer Theodore Mai said that if box numbers were listed 1, 2 or up to 10, voters may think that to vote according to the box number and not to the candidate of choice. Central Provincial Deputy Administrator Edward Killer, who was the first official to start the draw, appealed to Goilalans to have a peaceful election.
Take the best election ever in Central Province, and that will come from the people of who? Demonstrate to the Habaus. They say they are the best. No, we are going to be the best. Rigo say they are the best. No, we are the best. Kairuko say we are the best. No, we are going to be the best. Amongst the 4 of them, Central Province returning officer or the election manager says he will run the best election for Central Province for the regional seat. Doga, itasibo. Momuka, Goilala, we are going to demonstrate to the rest of the country because I believe they've branded us wrong people. But we are going to prove them wrong that we are right people. And that will...
One candidate asked the Deputy Administrator to assist in fixing the road to Tapini Station to allow Goilalans in the city to return to the district to vote.
Please. Minosa supposed to work some arrangement finish the road. Plomipla go on top of Goilala. You play fix him the road. Na pocket the line Plomipla come to place now. Mipla by go back now vote here. But Mipla must go this good road. From Kubuna goes to Tapini. Goes to Tapini because this road they making plenty car or sleep the road. Now that's why I think me believe people current on a nomination program may come here. Otherwise, you're not supposed to here. People are supposed to go nominate the district from Blaster.
While nominations were done in NCD, the returning officer Theodore Mai confirmed that counting will be held at Tapini Station. Adelaide Sirox, Kari National, EMTV News.
A businessman in Lae was one of the candidates who nominated yesterday for the Lae open seat. John Rosso, who owns the ESS security firm, says he was asked to contest this election by more than 2,000 women and children. He called on the people to vote with their heart and conscience and to not be influenced by money. Julie Badwe-Owa with this report.
This was the scene yesterday. More than 40 vehicles with supporters escorted Lae Open candidate John Rosso to Lae District Office and nominated. The candidate said more than 2,000 women and children approached him to contest Lae Open.
I promised the women and children that I wouldn't spend any money, I wouldn't buy any votes. I would stand. If they want to change, they vote for me. If they don't want change, they can vote for someone else. I'm standing here with my heart just to try to change Lae.
Rosso is a Morobean who grew up in the settlements of Papuan Compound and 7th Street in Lae. He says his priority is to give equal opportunities to landowners in Lae's developments and make Lae a better place to live in.
I went into politics to help the little people.
Rosso is up against several other candidates, including sitting member Lujaya Koza, New Generation's Sir Bob Sinclair, and PNG National Party candidate Sir Nagora Bogan.
There's a lot of people of caliber standing in Lae, and if one of them won, it would be good too.
He wished all candidates well and called on the voters to vote wisely.
Let's vote with our hearts and conscience, not with money.
Julie Badwe-Owa, National EMTV News, Lae.
Morobe election manager Simon Soheke saw the closing of nominations in Lae for Morobe. 49 candidates are vying for the Lae open seat, whilst 25 will race for the Morobe regional. There are 3 females contesting, 2 for Lae and 1 for governor. Other electorates will be finalized for an announcement tomorrow.
For Lae district, it's been quiet. We had total of 47 candidates who nominated. Out of that, 47 males and 2 are females, including the sitting MP. For regional, we had a total of 25 candidates who nominated. 1 is a female and the rest 24 are males. In general, I could say that Morobe, we are doing okay. There is no any major troubles in our districts.
To other news now, Port Moresby police are investigating an attempted rape and ransacking of a home belonging to a missionary. The incident occurred last night at the Baptist Church near Porabada village.
Port Moresby police are working on information they received from the family of the missionaries. Originating from the United States of America, Pastor Tyler and his wife have been living in Papua New Guinea as missionaries of the Baptist Church for 2 years now.
Things that go terribly wrong, that seem awful to us, we can rejoice in that we are secure in Christ. And that is where my wife and I are cleaning.
According to Pastor Tyler, a group of over 10 men cut through their back fence around 6 o'clock yesterday evening and ransacked their house. After unsuccessful attempts to kidnap Pastor Tyler's wife, the group of men drove off with the missionary's vehicle. The vehicle was later recovered by police.
She was in the kitchen, and about 8 to 10 of them poured in from all different parts of the house and just swarmed her with either homemade guns or bush knives or whatever, you know, with weapons. And particularly 3 guys actually tried to rape her in front of my 2 little boys. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. And then after doing that, they continued to rob us, or rob her and the boys, and then attempted to abduct her. And she said, please, you know, take anything you want, but let me stay with my children.
While this may be a sad time for the family, Pastor Tyler says he loves PNG as a nation and will be back with his wife to continue his work.
And I just want to say to the Port Moresby community as a whole, love you guys. This is our home. We are going to go away from the country just for a little bit to breathe and to clear our minds, but this is our home. We love the people of Papua New Guinea. We love the community here that wrapped its arms around us, and people that I didn't even know existed here just started lifting us up to support us through this thing.
Tekla Gunga, National EMTV News.
National Fisheries Authority has contributed 100,000 kina to organize the 2017 Medical Symposium. The symposium this year will focus on access for Papua New Guinea women to safe surgery and anesthesia. NFA Managing Director John Kasu presented the check to Symposium Organizing Committee Chairman and Chief Surgeon Dr. Osborne Liko today in Port Moresby.
National Fisheries Authority Managing Director John Kasu, while presenting the check of 100,000 kina to the Medical Symposium Organizing Committee, said this contribution is for a good cause.
I think for this sponsorship, I think we're happy and we're glad to be part of this symposium, and our donation, which we pledged 100,000, which will, I believe, will go a long way in assisting the symposium in running this important workshop.
Chairman of the Medical Symposium, Chief Surgeon Dr. Osborne Liko, upon receiving the check, thanked NFA for their contribution.
Our budget, Treasurer Dr. Mulumi had put together, it's almost about 1.82 million, who is so desperate to have that fundraising going. And MD, Mr. Kasu, was so kind enough to respond to our plea and our letter, and through the board of NFA, we are now here. We're very much privileged. I think it's a major first corporate sponsor.
This contribution is part of the MSOC fundraising, which will go towards hosting the 2017 Medical Symposium.
The symposium which we are having now, and which Medical Society holds annually, is to develop policies for the National Department of Health, to guide the Department of Health, the government of the day, to improve the health services of our country. Significantly reduced cervical cancer in our mothers and our daughters in the years to come.
Eric Arupma, National EMTV News.
And now a look at the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.3145 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.307 US, $0.4086 Australian dollars, $0.2797 euro, and 33.87 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold closed higher, while coffee, cocoa, and copper closed the day lower. Palm oil and crude oil closed higher, while copper closed the day lower. And on the stock markets, the Dow Jones closed 6 points higher, the ASX closed 2 points lower, and the All Ordinaries closed 3 points lower. When we come back, stories making headlines overseas. Stay tuned. Welcome back to National EMTV News. Turning overseas now, United States President Donald Trump has been in the White House for 100 days this week, bringing with him a unique way of running things, including how he communicates with America. This report shows how the president uses social media like no other president has before.
Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words.
From early in the campaign, Donald Trump cast himself as the next great communicator.
I speak the truth, and I think people get it. And these guys are liars. But look, the press lies.
His promise, telling it like it is, bypassing what he called the dishonest media.
I like that he speaks what I feel.
Trump, the candidate, dominated social media.
I have, between Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, I have like almost 12 million people. It's a lot.
Credited Twitter with helping him win the White House. Then he contemplated kicking the habit.
I'm going to do very restrained. If I use it at all, I'm going to do very restrained. I find it tremendous.
But that didn't happen. Since taking the presidential oath, Trump has tweeted more than 450 times. Some of those tweets got him into hot water. None more than when he tweeted the explosive and unfounded allegation that Barack Obama had wiretapped Trump Tower.
President Trump's stunning claim accusing President Obama of...
It became a massive distraction, but his Twitter following has only grown. On Inauguration Day, 20 million followers. Now he's up to 28 million. But for all the unconventional communication, Trump has shown he can adjust his style to meet the traditions of the office.
I am asking everyone watching tonight to seize this moment. Believe in yourselves.
Moving on, Pope Francis has asked his Christian Twitter followers to pray for him as he heads to Egypt as a pilgrim of peace this weekend. The head of the Catholic Church has opted not to use armored cars despite increasing violence against the country's Christians.
Egyptian Christians killed for their faith, not in Roman times, but earlier this month. Priests at the ancient monastery of St. Mina say the dead were modern-day martyrs. The so-called Islamic State has said worshippers of the cross are its favourite prey. At this small tailor's shop, a much-loved son is gone. Ibrahim Bakhoum worked alongside his father, Gergis.
He was gasping for breath. After that, they got a sheet and they covered him and sent him to the morgue. I saw it with my own eyes.
Outside one of the bombed churches, Christians vented their fury on a senior police official. Enraged that IS could strike their community again, the extremists killed about 30 mass-goers in Cairo last December. Well, troops are now in position on approach roads leading to the church, and access is being tightly controlled. The army has been deployed at sensitive locations around the country as part of a 3-month state of emergency. But many are asking why all of this didn't happen sooner, why security wasn't tightened before the latest bloodshed. As they pray for their new dead, Copts are seeking consolation in their ancient beliefs. But when Pope Francis arrives here, he will find new fears for the future in one of the oldest Christian communities in the Middle East.
You're watching National EMTV News. Up next is Trukai Sports. Among the stories, the Rugby League World Cup trophy on its tour around Port Moresby. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The second day of the 2017 Morbe Open had seen little changes in the top 10 leaders as blustery conditions in Lae made for tricky play. Having taken a 2-shot lead after day one, Michael Wright was under pressure, with 19 other golfers all hitting under par.
The second day of competition in the Morbe Open and a slight struggle under soggy early morning conditions here at the Lae Golf Course. Last night's torrential downpour and the Markham winds coming from the west, making day two a real challenge. After last night, Michael Wright had been in front with 8 under par for 63, with Damian Jordan 2 shots off. Former Pro-Am Order of Merit winner Tim Hart was also in the top early on. The Queenslander hitting 5 under par for 66 yesterday, and chasing hot on the heels of both the 2016 winner Damian Jordan and former champion in Wright.
Absolutely. It's pretty similar to the last few years, and then, like you said, it's a bit damp underfoot, so being a longer hitter really is advantageous for us. Josh as well, he's the same, so haven't quite hit my straps yet the first 2 rounds. Sort of just tried to play with Josh the first 2 days, and he towed me up, so I've got 2 days to catch him.
Hart's pairing for today included experienced tour campaigner Josh Kabwum.
Like I said, I think the most important thing here is to chip well. I think you've got a lot of opportunities with a short club in your hand around here with the short par 5s and the short par 4s for us. Whereas if you're chipping it good, you're not really putting a lot of pressure on your putting and you're making a lot of birdies because there's obviously a lot of chances. So I think chipping's really important.
A confidence booster for those in the top 10 from day one. And another player looking to improve his position is Blake Proverbs, the 20-year-old in his rookie year on the professional tour.
Yeah, hopefully the wind stays down for the weekend. Yeah, if they look after the course, I'm guessing it'll come up beautiful as it was on the first day, and should be interesting with the scores going really low on the weekend.
Tournament organisers have said that by tomorrow, crunch time will begin as the competitors look at solidifying their position on the leaderboard. But they've also said the chances of an outsider hitting better form coming in late is also very high. Jeremy Mogi, National TV Sports, Leh.
Electrifying SP Hunter Centre Adex Wera has been ruled out for one match by the Queensland Rugby League judiciary. Wera was placed on report for a dangerous throw during last weekend's Round 8 match against the Burleigh Bears. The judiciary advised Wera through a teleconference late yesterday that he had been repeating this offence for the past 3 seasons and needs to correct his tackling technique. Wera entered an early guilty plea and was suspended for one match. Meanwhile, coach Michael Marum said he will name a replacement for Wera from his extended 20-man before the game starts. Moving on, the Rugby League World Cup trophy arrived in Port Moresby yesterday for the Oil Search 2017 Rugby League World Cup Trophy Tour. The arrival of the iconic Paul Barry trophy heralds the 2017 international competition to be staged in October in Australia and New Zealand, and with 3 matches to be played here in Papua New Guinea.
First time the Rugby League World Cup will be in Papua New Guinea. Oil Search has partnered with the organizing committee to be the official naming rights partner of the 2017 Rugby League World Cup Trophy Tour in PNG. At a function held on Tuesday evening to officially welcome the World Cup trophy onto our shores, Executive General Manager of Oil Search, Gerea Aupi, announced that the trophy will be in Port Moresby till Sunday for a brief visit, but will return for a nationwide Oil Search Trophy Tour in the months of September and October.
We all know PNG is a proud rugby league nation, and the Rugby League World Cup Trophy is the most prestigious prize in international rugby league. So as a proud PNG company, it made sense for us to partner with the tournament organizers to bring both the tournament and the trophy to PNG.
The World Cup Rugby League Trophy is the trophy that is presented to the ultimate winner of the Rugby League World Cup competition, and the Oil Search Trophy Tour in PNG will be a memorable and remarkable journey indeed, says Mr. Aupi.
The following few days are just a taste of what Oil Search Trophy Tour will be like later in the year. The main tour during September, October will be a reminiscence of the successful Oil Search Games relay in 2015, which was a very exciting time both for PNG and Oil Search.
Other formal speeches were given by Andrew Hill, the CEO of the 2017 Rugby League World Cup, Sandis Tiska, Chairman of the PNG Rugby League, Marcus Bai, Ambassador 2017 Rugby League World Cup in PNG, and Sports Minister Justin Chachenko.
It gives me absolute great pleasure to officially launch the Oil Search Trophy Tour. Well done, and may this trophy travel around through the realms of our country, showing the World Cup to our people and rugby supporters of Papua New Guinea. Heriadai!
Has host city for the 3 World Cup matches to be played here in October, the Rugby League World Cup trophy and its ambassadors paid a courtesy call on the City Hall yesterday, straight after its arrival from Sydney and unpacking at the Oil Search head office in downtown Port Moresby. Today, the Rugby League World Cup trophy was taken on a tour of a number of places in the city and 2 local Motuan villages. The trophy visited the National Parliament, Porebada and Hanuabada villages, Poreboa Primary School, and it was displayed at the National Football Stadium for the Intrust Super Cup Captain's Run this afternoon. The Rugby League World Cup trophy will be available to the public at the Vision City Mall on Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and later it will be on display at the National Football Stadium in the afternoon for the Intrust Super Cup match between PNG Hunters and the Northern Pride. The Rugby League World Cup trophy will leave Port Moresby on Sunday.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome back to Trukai Sports. Papua New Guinea Under-20 assistant coach Rachel Waduna will represent Oceania at the Asia Football Confederation Women's Instructor course in Shanghai, China in June. Waduna was one of the first OFC B license candidates for PNG and was assistant coach of the senior women's side that won gold medal at the 2015 Pacific Games. She took the same role under Lisa Cole as PNG made their debut in 2016 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. Waduna also assisted the PNG Under-17 national squad, providing a bunch of players from her Tusba Blue Kumul Center of Excellence in Medang. She thanked OFC for giving her the opportunity to develop herself further as a football coach and coach educator. And that's it for Trukai Sports. Up next, the all-important weather report for the next 24 hours.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
The weather details are proudly brought to you by Dulux Weather Shield. Worth doing with Dulux.
Here's a quick look at the weather for the next 24 hours in the southern region. Port Moresby, a shower or two, mostly fine in Daru and Alatau, a few showers in Popondetta, and thundery showers in Kerma.
The weather details are proudly brought to you by Dulux Weather Shield. Worth doing with Dulux.
And that has been the news, sports and weather for tonight. On behalf of the EMTV News team, have a pleasant weekend. Good night.